Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Tyler Glasnow. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Now a chance for Elly De La Cruz. The pitch. In there at the knees, and this one is off and running. Clips the corner, and that's strike 2.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
This one in the air. Freeman sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and there's one away. Here's David Bell's lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. And one to watch, of course, their 3-hole hitter, Matt McLain.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Will Benson, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
There's the strike at the knees.
Ooh, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
And delivers outside. 1 out, base is empty. That one ripped. And it's into the gap. And that's going to roll to the wall. Now around second, going for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Nice line drive to the full side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now it's the second baseman, Matt McLain. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Out to short, bats up with it. Sends it to first, and the first run of the game comes across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Spencer Steer digs in now. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. And a swing and a miss.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that will end the inning. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Reds 1, the Dodgers coming to bat. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Hunter Green. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. miss for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Mookie Betts, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. The wind and the pitch. Inside corner for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Home team down a run here in the second game of the series. The shortstop takes the ball. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
That is good. No left field.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Just missed. Betts leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Wow, 1-1. Good luck catching up to that one.
And another ball.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Encarnacion Strand makes the grab. 2 down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, and one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball right now. This is a guy the lineup relies on for big-time production. He's leading the National League in home runs. Watch out when he comes to the dish.
Freddie Freeman in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Breaks his bat, pops it up. And Freeman is retired. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So the Dodgers leave 1, and it remains 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. New inning getting started. Jonathan India at the plate.
India.
India starting as the designated hitter, hitting 5th in today's lineup, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2.
Ooh, one of our favorites. Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with the strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time, Jerry gets it right. He's a good one.
That is good.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jake Fraley.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
And that's outside. 1-0.
So here's an interesting note on Glasnow. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before it starts.
That's the ball.
It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. Sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at.
And the righty deals.
See ya.
And now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that's ball
Ball
4.
4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And now Christian Encarnacion Strand. That one hit to right. That's out number 2.
That is the catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. In there
right.
at the knees. That one fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out. Reds leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Jason Hayward.
The center fielder, Jason Hayward.
The pitch. Line drive, caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was slow, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Muncy digs in. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Muncy hits one in the air. 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
The right fielder.
Next to hit, Andy Pages. Foul ball there. Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. High fly ball, right field. Benson on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the veteran shortstop, Tony Kemp. And now time is called as there's a visit to the mound. Just talking things over. Nobody getting loose out in the pen. So a little consultation. Glass now back to work.
Hee-haw.
Right through there for a strike. Just
inside. Ball.
missed. Next offering upstairs. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
That when those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Glass now, ready and deals.
You got a full count.
That one misses, and a full count now. Leads the defender for the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next for Cincinnati, Elly De La Cruz. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
So here's a fun note on Elly. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
Bounced out to short. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
He doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
So, man aboard, Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. He tripled and scored his first time. Fought off foul. Glass now back to work, the 0-1. And he pumps it a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's going to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Cuts out it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. Grounded out his first time up. And that one clips the corner.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And he deals. And strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Drifts towards it. Hauls it in to end the inning. So one left for Cincinnati, but they still lead it 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Diego Cartaya. The right-hander back to work. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Kike Hernandez. In there, and it's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
The Reds up by a run here in the last half of the third. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. He's under it. Calls it in for the out.
Now The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
So the batting order turns over. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Led off the game with a strikeout. Well struck right field. And that one hops the wall. Coming home. The relay throw. And he's out.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
Turns and fires to Betts. Wouldn't chase that time.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
At the belt and fires. In the air, right field. Sizes this one up. Brings it in for the third out. One left for LA. They still trail 1-0. Back here in LA, start of the fourth. Here's the center fielder, Spencer Steer. And the pitch. That's in there. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And that's outside.
It's a good take.
On the ground, out to short. Sneaks through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
In now for the Reds, Jonathan India. Flied to right his first time. Fouled off. He was late. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
This one in the air. Under it. Hooks it away for the out.
Now left-hander,
Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
And there's a foul ball. That misses, and it's 1-1. Strikes. Another strikeout for Glasnow.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Christian Encarnacion Strand. There's the strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there in the mound.
Rudder takes off. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Steer, the runner at first with two gone. Swing and a miss. Gassed it right by him. Reds leave one, but they're on top 1-0. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the
John
Dodgers.
Shelby and Chris Singleton
No
with
left
you.
field.
And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Teoscar Hernandez. The wind of the pitch. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
0-1.
You know, these Dodgers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
On the ground to short, Kemp. Sends it across to first. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Now first baseman,
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. First time up was a pop out. On the ground. Encarnacion Strand takes it to the bag and a couple of quick outs.
the center fielder,
Jason Hayward steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He swings and fouls one off. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Up and in. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Stevenson makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're down 1-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. The right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
0-1.
And the right-hander deals. Now a screamer into the outfield. Hernandez makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now
Here's Tony Kemp.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Swings through that one for strike 1. Kemp
No ball,
in his
1 strike.
7th season, 32 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over .325 in his last 10 games. Up and in,
1 and 1.
and that is ball 1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. 1 down, base is empty. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. Kicks and fires. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. And a pitch. Misses off the plate. And it's 2 and 2. Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's going to be Elly De La Cruz. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0-1.
0-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Low throw, and he can't pick it.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Benson at the plate with 2 away, swings through that 1. Glasnow picks to first.
No.
And he's back in safely. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. De La Cruz at second with 2 down. And that's the strikeout looking. Buckled in with the backdoor breaking ball for strike 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. And a pitch. Swing and a miss.
0 balls, 1 strike.
That one missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. And a count 1-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
On the ground right side. Whips it to first on the run. They get the out on Muncy.
The right fielder,
Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
He's looking great so far. It helps with over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
0-2.
Kicks and deals. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Diego Cartaya.
Diego Cartaya steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's a slider for a strike.
0-1.
This one in the air right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And the inning is over. Back here at Chavez Ravine, top 6. In now for the Reds, Matt McLain. And here it comes. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Tosses to first, one up, one down.
The center fielder, number 7.
Now at the plate, Spencer Steer. Curve, hit right back to him. Gathers and throws to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Jonathan India.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
2 outs. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2 stays alive. And another ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So they make short work of him there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. It's the... Well, we go bottom six. Here's the second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
As he turns on the rubber with that good live arm delivers.
Oh, outside.
Ball one there. That one misses, and that's ball two.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed
2-2
there.
the count.
Got him. And one out now.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 2. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and now the tying run is into scoring position. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
And
1-1.
So now 1-2.
1-2.
Man at second. Runner breaks for third. Pitch misses.
2-2.
And the throw, he's out at third.
Especially when you're trying to swipe third base, you have to get a decent jump off the pitcher. That wasn't it right there. And even though the throw skips in, they still...
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Jake Fraley. To the mound now. They turn to Blake Trinan.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Trinan, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slider, a cutter, and he works in a four-seamer. Slapped foul. Got him swinging. Now one away. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Hayward should have this one. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting.
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds.
Stevenson.
Ball one, no strikes. And a foul ball. Next offered in there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Right-hander kick steals. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. He goes down looking. Reds down in order. They lead it 1-0. Set for the last half of the seventh. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock on to the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. T.J. Antone loosening up for manager David Bell. Mole, the left-hander, also throwing. Looking to get the tying run on base. Out to short. Kemp gets it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and put it into the ground.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
And still looking for that hit to keep this streak going, and this might be his last shot at it, Boo.
Late swing, foul to the left.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Lifted in the air, out to left. Fraley should have it. Brings it in. 2 down.
Up next,
Digging in, Jason Hayward.
Hayward.
Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail here, 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, for the top of the eighth, stepping in, Tony Kemp. Here comes a pitch. Started to go after it. Now we'll look down to third, and he held back according to Rusty Valentine. Righty delivers. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
The next offering misses. Ball 2. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Well, it looks like he's running to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Two now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Right-handed reliever. That's outside, and it's 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making them work out there.
In the air, right field. Under this one. Makes the catch. And there's one down. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Next for Cincinnati, Elly De La Cruz. For a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Will Benson, the next to hit, 1 for 3. And there's a hit. Around first and hustling for second. Not in time. It's a double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
McLean in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Here comes the 0-1. That one missed. Benson stands at second with 2 gone. And that's off the inside edge. And the count 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And on second, 2 down. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And there's a ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Spencer Steer getting on deck circle. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So 1 left for Cincinnati, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in L.A., bottom of the 8th. Now the third baseman, Max Muncy. And a pitch. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Alexis Diaz, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. And it's even up. Green into his 8th inning of work singing. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
And a swing and a miss. And now 1 away.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Pages up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Here's a high chopper. Kemp zips it across. And that quickly 2 away.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Diego Cartaya now at the plate. On its way to the corner. Benson racing over to make the catch. All set to start the 9th in this one. Leading off, Spencer Steer. Daniel Hudson on a pitch out of the pen here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Fought off foul. Up and in. Now 1-2.
1-2.
He caught it behind his back. The throw, and they get the out.
The back of the pitch. Designated hitter, Jonathan India.
And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Jonathan India. That's
No,
off the mark.
that's the
Ball
ball.
one. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. That's in there. And the count 1-1.
1-1.
The pitch.
Ball. 2-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. That to right. Pages makes the play, and there are two down.
Now back, left fielder, Jake Fraley.
Jake Fraley getting ready to hit.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Foul ball there.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
And that's outside. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. A gigantic blast. His second of the year, and they add on. It's 2-0. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And that one is lifted in the air. Corrals it. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And it's bottom of the ninth. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Enrique Hernandez. Pitch. And that one hammered. Steer going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but wind just absolutely killed him.
Here's Shohei Ohtani.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. And he brings it into the warning track.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
Betts at the plate now. That's ball one. Sliced hard but foul.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the ninth means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
1-2.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds even this series up at a game apiece.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
The final line score for our ball game